lights inspire, drifting bubbles, a mesmerizing dance. Lost in the moment, given a chance. Aquarium thoughts, they drift and they sway like the gentle current at the end of the day. Serene angelfish gliding with grace, a world of wonder in a watery space. The hum of the filter, a constant refrain, a symphony of life washing away the strain. Worries dissolve in the calming blue. Aquarium magic just for me and you. Aquarium thoughts, they drift and they sway like the gentle current at the end of the day. Emerald corridor sifting the sand, a miniature river held in my hand. So next time you're feeling stressed and low, just take a moment, watch the water flow. Aquarium thoughts, a calming sight, a little piece of peace beneath the gentle light.
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, folks. How's it going tonight? This is Dave with Dave's Aquarium Thoughts. So far, I'm only seeing 2 people in here. Please, if you're in here, please say hello, 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 hello. I don't have any monitor right now, so I don't know what you guys hear. Can you let me know if you could hear my voice? But yeah, I don't have any monitor, so I can't really see what I'm hearing. Hey, Jody, how's it going tonight? I was planning to do the Aquarium Price is Right, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, looks like looks like my bot is working today. I wonder if the other bot's working where it actually says stuff. Hey Jody, do you hear audio right now? That's one thing I don't know if there's audio or not. AV's good. Okay, hey Zenus Dudu, how's it going? How's it going? Let's see. I'm gonna try one other thing. I can't hear this, but I'm gonna have the bot say. Oops. I'm gonna try to get the bot to say something here. I just don't know if it's gonna work or not. I haven't tested it out. And all I know is I see the audio level, but I don't hear it because for some reason or another, my monitor is not working. So let me go ahead and do that, and let me know if that works. Looks like we have 5 people in here right now. I was planning to do the Price is Right, although it's a little interactive. Basically, I do show some stuff and aquarium related, found on sites online. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't see if that's speaking on the thing. I might speak over it. I really need to get my monitor fixed on that. For some reason, the monitor on that is not working. Let me see here. But apparently it works. I just don't hear it. So that plan is out the window because I can't hear the monitor on that, which is a shame. That's not where I wanted either. How's you guys' week been going? My week has been filled with work and other fun things. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm supposed to have a monitor, but apparently the monitor thing's not working. And I don't know why, so I'll leave it as that. Too bad we can't play Plinko. Hey, Uncle Smiley's Aquariums, how's it going? Yeah, normally I do it with like fish tanks, fish aquariums, and stuff like that. Today is going to be the fish edition. Hopefully I got that set up right. Yeah, that part is set up right. Today I'm going to be doing the fish edition, where basically I will be looking at sellers online, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to guess how much they are. Now this is not how much you think they are. It's basically how much you think that they're going for online. I think this one I chose eBay. Keep in mind, I am not recommending any of these guys because I never purchased from any of these guys. They could be great sellers, they could be average sellers, they could be poor sellers. I really don't know because I haven't bought fish from them. But anyways, this week I did get my new stickers, which is this one right here. I did a video short on it. If you guys catch it, hopefully you caught that. Hello, Jeffro. How's it going today? Good evening, Stephen. And I might have to shut out that Epistobot thing on the greetings. It's getting quite annoying on my side, but I will get. This is my sticker, my new one. So definitely check them out. I do have them on aquariumthoughts.com/shop/stickers, and they are basically name your own price. I will post the link on the. Let me post a link in the chat here and get that just in case you want to check it out. They are name your own price. So feel free to name your own price, including a free option. Although I think I'm charging like $1 if it's international, primarily because of the cost of postage over there, even though the $1 doesn't really fully cover the cost all the way. Yeah, the sticker did come out, and I think it really came out really. Oh, I'm trying to see it on my camera here, but I do love the way it came out. This is more of a holographic, which I'm not really good not really catching it really good on the camera, but this is my Blackwater logo design. And if you guys are curious, the person who did this logo work for me was Kevin Mills. He also runs Find Your Nemo. Oh, if I get closer, you could see it. Oh. Yeah. Also, if I hold it up right side up, that always helps. And it always helps if I hold it right side up. As you can see, has my pistogramma in the middle and aquarium thoughts around. Definitely check that out. Let me make that sticky here. There you go. I'm going to pin that. That is pinned up there. Hopefully that sends you to the right site. But anyways, Jody loves Chinese stickers. I really love the way this comes out. It really looks good on my Bolt, which is a black vehicle. It really shows up nicely on there. So definitely, if you want one, go order them on my website. Like I said, it is name your own price, including free. But the other thing, the reason why I'm streaming also on Thursday night is basically because I am trying to get my watch hours up. If you look at the lower left-hand corner, that is where I'm at right now, right next to my logo. That's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to at least get to 3,000 to begin with, and then 4,000 later on. So, and also another thing you guys do and could do in the stream, if you do at Epistobot, oops, I spell it right. You add Epistobot, you can ask it a question. Let me type in a question here. Oops, not 49. And it should respond back with a answer. Of course, I'm going to ask it a stupid question there. But it should respond back with a answer on that. And it will, hopefully. Hello, Dr. Ted. How's it going tonight? And apparently I thought it was going to answer me. But anyways, let's go ahead and get on with Aquarium Price is Right, the fish edition. I'm going to show some pictures of fish I found online. Oh, there's the answer. A 40-gallon breeder tank typically holds around 40 gallons, but it's always a good idea to double check the specific measurements of the tank to be certain. Now that is hooked up to ChatGPT, so that's where all the answers are coming from. If you ever want to do that in the stream, just feel free to @Epistobot. But anyways, so basically, let's go ahead and start the Aquarium Price is Right. The name of the game is to guess how much it's going for, not necessarily how much it is going for, but how much you think the seller is selling it for. Now, these ones I did find on eBay. And the first one right here is going to be This is a 1 to 1.5 inch young pair super red Apistogramma cockatoides cichlid. This one does have $25 in shipping. So that's how much you're paying for shipping, but the object is here to guess how much they are selling it for on eBay here. This is from the freshwater fish center. So feel free to punch in how much you think this place on eBay is selling it for. Got a bit glitchy, Dave. I don't know if this will impact the game. Oh yeah, looks like my thing is overloading here. Let's see. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, it looks like my system's not holding up here. But let me. I just took care of one of the cameras, and I'm hoping that kind of. Yeah, I'm buffering today. Let's see. So Branton is saying it's 35. Steven says 25 plus 25 shipping. Xanadudu says $20 to $25 for the pair. Jody, it's $25 shipping. Let's see here. In the meantime, I'm going to see if I can fix this. Let me turn off my camera. Yeah, because right now it's dropping frames like crazy, and I don't think my computer likes this. So let me drop off my camera here. That should hopefully do it. That should hopefully get things going. Jeffro says $54.99. Let's see here. And while you guys are guessing, I'm going to go into my settings here and see if I could change things around, because right now it is dropping frames like crazy right now. Let me see here what's going on here. Okay. Let's see here. I might have to drop. Let me see here. Let me see what I could change here. Alrighty. I think I'm back. I just kind of. All right. Hopefully that works. I basically just had to do some things here, and I cut down my. Okay. Good night, Jody. Hope you have a good night. So hopefully I'm back. I just had to change a few things up. Hopefully this will fix it, and I just need to fix the screen here because this is way too big for the screen. Hopefully, I just lowered the streaming resolution. So let me see if. All right, now we're back in business. I'm afraid I don't know if I want to put my video up or not, but let's see what happens here. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, I'm back here. Oops. Not what I want to do. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to move my. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I just had some buffering issues, and hopefully that fixes it. Let me move myself over a little bit more here. Okay. Good night, Jody. I hope you have a good night, and hopefully everyone's still here. Right now, keep in mind it's not a game of going over or under. This is just a matter of how much you think this place is selling for, not necessarily how much you think the place is selling, not necessarily how much it should be. So this is the 1 1/2 inch young pair super red Apistogramma cockatoides. One of my favorite fish, and one of my favorite fish carry fish keep. So I had a number of these. They're really nice. I love them. So let's see how much this young pair is going for. This is on eBay, and this one's going for $60 for the pair. Of course, with the $25 of shipping. See, and I think Jeffro is probably closest one on that one. He said $54.99. So yeah, definitely it's basically you're looking at $30 for fish. I know a lot of times on I've seen them actually at local fish stores for that price as well, for $30 a fish. Although at least with the local fish store, you're not paying that $25 shipping. Can you guys still hear me right now? Okay. $60 for shipping for two young pistogrammas. Although I've been able to find them at local fish stores for cheaper than $30 for fish. Yeah. But once again, I don't know how good these sellers are. They could be great. They could be horrible. I don't know. But yeah. Alrighty. Not gonna really screw with my audio with this microphone, but yeah. I don't think you want the reverb. But yeah, that is quite a bit. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay, Jody. You probably missed the part where I said the shipping price. Now, on a lot of these, I do tell you the shipping price because basically I want to make that equal in terms of what you're guessing. And a lot of these, you'll see prices on the first picture. That is just the shipping cost because sometimes on the front page it didn't have the shipping cost like that one did. Like this next one right here is going to have the price of $15, and that $15 is for shipping. This right here is for two red-eye. Okay, they have two red-eye red lyre-tail swordtails. They're saying these are top grade A double pluses swordtail fish. They are super red. So with $15 shipping, how much do you think they are selling these two lyre-tail swordtails for? Please post your prices in the chat, and let's see who gets closest to whether they're over or not. I don't care. This is not the official Price is Right, but it just matters who gets the closest. And that is the name of the game on this one. Then a doo says, I wouldn't pay for that. For a random eBay seller, maybe from Dad's Fish, or from Redfish, Bluefish if you were still selling a pistos. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. This whole this whole resolution change is really screwing up with my chats thing there, but it is what it is. So Brenton says that these ones, there are two of them, the red-eye red lyre-tail swordtails. He says $40. I love the way these ones look. I love the way that their tails are. Keep in mind, I'm not trying to sell the price or anything. I just love the way these ones look. I love the finnage. Although when you come with online shippers, you never really know what you're going to get. You never know how well the fins are going to be, but the fins on this one look pretty darn good. Sorry, my phone decided to. Am I still live? Am I still live? I should still be live. Okay, yeah, I'm still live. I don't know why my phone decided to go drop out, but let's see. So, how much do you think these lovely guys are going for? Please let me know how much you think they're going for. Remember, there's $15 shipping, so when Brenton says $40, you're basically paying $55 for them. Alrighty. Let me remove my video here because I don't think my system likes it very much. I don't know if it's that. Okay, I don't. Yeah, I dropped that and it seems like it's going much better now. Hello, Jeff. How's it going up? Hey, Jeff, how's it going? You're just finishing up on a service call listening from the drive home. Yeah, make sure you're driving there safe, Jeff. Uh, yeah, my computer is not quite holding up on these streams for some reason, but let me see here. I was going to do something in the chat, but I forgot what it was. Oh well, must have not been important. Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, right now, Jeff, we are basically playing the Price is Right. I'm showing off fish I found on eBay, and basically the name of the game is guessing how much they're selling for. Right now, I'm showing a pair of red lyre-tail swordtails, swordtail fish. They don't say if it's a male or female. Yeah, I really don't know much about swordtails either. These do look nice, but feel free to take a guess anyways. But once again, when you get to being a buying stuff online, you really sometimes never know what you get. I know a lot of people do buys from Dan's Fish, and I think he's great. He does a good job. He really focuses on what he should be focusing on, which is shipping and making sure your fish survive the trip. Let's see. Let me see here. Good morning. Lake Missoula Aquatics and Plants. Good evening, Ben. How's it going? Yeah, well. Yeah, my thing keeps on saying it's overloading, but it seems to be holding up fine without my camera. So let's go ahead and see how much these swordtails are going for. These ones are going for $30. Yeah. So Breton was $10 short. Yeah, which is not. Let's see. I don't know how much swordtails really go for. $45. I really don't care. I don't carry. I'm acting like I'm a fish store today. I don't keep these kind of fish, so I wouldn't really know on how much. $45. I'd be hard pressed to buy two fish for $45. As you can see in my tank behind, can't really see because I don't have my camera pointing on them. I do have like some Congo tetras and some silver tips, and for the bunch of them, I paid about $40 or $50 for the bunch. But these are beautiful looking swordtails. The question is, would you really pay that? But anyways, onwards to the next one, which is going to be loading up. And this one is this one's a trio. It's a purple dragon half moon VIP live aquarium guppy fish. So it's a purple dragon half moon guppy. It's a trio. It does not mention the sexes, the genders, whatever they're called. Yeah, I'd rather get the more Congo tetras too. But yeah, this one is a trio. It doesn't say if they're male, male, female, or male, female, female, or female, 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 or male, male, male. It really doesn't say what the configuration is. All it says is it's a trio, so you get 3. So it doesn't really say on how if you could breed them at home or not. It just doesn't really say. So for this one, it has $15.95 worth of shipping. That's how much it costs to ship them. How much do you think these purple dragon half moon guppies are going for? It's a trio, which is 3. Like I said, it doesn't tell you if they're male, male, female, or whatnot. So, which is one thing I think when you get to guppies, when you're selling guppies, you're buying guppies, you really want to know if they're males or females, what the ratio is. I know when I got my Congo tetras, I did make sure to get both males and females, primarily because I want the males to really color up. So Brenton on this one is saying they are $30. And Any other guesses on how much you guys think these are going for? These are beautiful looking guppies. Once again, you're buying online, you don't really see what they look like. All you're seeing is a picture of one of the fish in someone's hand. But for a trio, $10 a piece, that's not too bad. Xanadu says no clue. I have antlers and need no more live bears, but I bet they're around $50 with shipping. So if it's with shipping, you're probably looking about $35. Because shipping on this one is $15.95. Lake Missoula is saying 45. Jeff is saying 65, and Jeffro is saying 47. Now remember, if you go over, you don't get penalized for this. Is just this is just a matter of how much you think the seller's going for. And if you want to, you could also mention how much you would actually pay for these. But yeah, Jeff, I do like the way these look. I don't really carry guppies though. Once again, I'm not a fish store. I really don't keep guppies, but I do love the look of them, especially this one right here in this picture. It's a really nice picture. I don't know how well they doctor them up or not, but this is a nice looking guppy. But anyways, let's move on and see how much these ones are going for. These ones, this trio is going for $35.95 for the trio. $36 and yeah, I probably do need to get some tubs going. So we have Brenton saying 30 and Lake Missoula saying 45. And on that looks like Brenton won that one because he is closer. He's closer when he says 30 as opposed to 45. And he didn't even go over. Ooh, Brenton got those California Reds today. That's what he's telling you, Jeff. But yeah, maybe I will if I have time set up a tub in my backyard. I probably do need to set up one and just have some fun with it, just to see what I could grow. And actually, being where I'm at, I could probably actually keep them year round because it really doesn't get too cold, too cold. I know we do have some. I know we do have some colder nights here in Southern California. Oh, Xanadu. Did I miss Xanadu's? Oh yeah, that's right. Because she said, okay, I see it now. She said a whole sentence. Yeah. So yeah, Xanadu did win that one because she said $50 with shipping, and it ended up being she's pretty much right, almost on the dot there. So it comes out to about that's about the same right price. Yeah, you're right. My bad on that one. Sorry, Xanadu. But yeah, with tubbing, I could probably keep them there year round. Although what I used to do with my tubs when I had them out there is like they were little wastebasket tubs. I used to bury them part way in the ground, which will help. Which, in my opinion, would help with the heat transfer, so it didn't really get. Oh, Xanadu. Okay, my bad. I'm apparently I'm a fish keeper and I can't tell people things. My bad completely. I am so sorry. Uh, Yeah, my bad. I just need to go back to saying they. They is a lot safer. An old dude who abides. That's one movie I do need. That's one movie I do need to watch again. I do need to catch the Big Lebowski again one of these days. It was on my list to watch, and I just never got around to it. But yeah, what I used to do with my tubs, I used to bury them part way into the soil, into the ground. That way, it kind of insulates. So sorry about that, dude. Let's see here, and onward to the next one. Next one. This one has $16.99 of shipping, and I think by the picture, I think you know what this is. These are coolie loaches. Supposedly they're quarantined and healthy. It has a 2-day live arrival guarantee, so that's $17. That's FedEx days live arrival guarantee supposedly. And these are coolie loaches. I think this is for one. Give me 1 second. Let me double check to see how many this is. I just want to verify. So let me close that out for a second here. Okay, yeah, okay. Where am I at? This is for one coolie loach with about $17 worth of shipping. This is one coolie loach, Brenton. One coolie loach. Brenton says $30. So for one coolie loach, I would not pay $30 for. But you never know. Being online, you might be paying $30 for one coolie loach. Not that I would pay $30 for one coolie loach. Okay, so Brenton, yeah, Jeffro, this is for just one coolie loach. They do have other options. They do have other options for if you want to buy more than just the one. A lot of these, I just chose the one option because that's what it got stuck on when I was screenshotting these. Jeff says $3. Xanadu says 20 plus shipping. Yeah, 20 now Xanadu, is that $22 with the shipping, or is that just $20 plus shipping, which is $17 on this? The shipping on this one is $17. So when Brenton says $10, it ends up being $27 for the one. Jeffro says $8 for the one coolie loach, and Empire of Dirt says $3. Yeah. You never know, Xanadu. I did this. With aquarium stuff on Craigslist, and it is amazing on how much people overprice stuff. So you could actually say $22 and be right. Okay, so Xanadu says $25 shipped. So that would be about $8. Okay, so we have Jeffro with 8, Xanadu with 8, Empire says 3. Yeah, Jeff, the shipping on this one's 17. If you see the price on the screen, that is how much the shipping cost is. I just try to make sure it is pretty much standard across the board. That way you're guessing the price of the fish, not the fish plus the shipping. Because I found shipping is all over the place. Some people give free shipping, other people will overcharge on the shipping. That's amazing. Sometimes it's like, oh, one person you'll pay like $12 shipping, and another person you wants 25. I see sometimes where it's even like $80 in shipping. And my AC kicked in, so hopefully you do not hear my AC in the background. Please let me know if you do hear my AC in the background. And Ben says 13. So for the one coolie loach with $17 in shipping, you are paying $7.49 per coolie loach. So that's how much they want for that one coolie loach. And Jeffro and Xanadu with $8 is the closest. Congratulations. Yeah, the one thing I don't get is why people are selling. Why would people sell coolie loaches online like this for? Unless you're selling them in a bunch and getting a bulk discount, that's the only way to sell these. Because most people could just go to the local fish store and find these just like in a snap. So I really have no clue why people would even bother putting this online. But like I said, this is for the one. I do not remember how much the multiples were going for, but hopefully they gave you a discount for buying in bulk rather than what the 750 was. Let's see. And we got the next one. Once again, this one has $17 worth of shipping. That's how much you're paying for shipping. And these are going to be panther crabs. Once again, I think this is going to be for one panther crab. Let me double check on that before you put your guess in. Yeah, this is going to be for one panther crab. How much do you think this one panther crab is going to go for? Keep in mind you are paying $17 worth of shipping on this guy or gal. I don't think it really says if it's male or female on this one either. So how much would you pay for one panther crab? And by the way, guys, tell me if you can hear my AC in the background or not. I'm trying out a new microphone, and supposedly they do have noise cancellation. So I'm hoping that noise cancellation is working as long as I have it on. And Brandon is coming with his bid of $18 for one panther crab. And I do need to take a drink here, so give me a second here. Ah. Lake Missoula Aquatics and Plants. Ben is saying $10. Okay, that's great, Jess. It's great that you're not hearing the AC. That's awesome. Now, if I switch one over, you might be able to hear it. Let me know if you can hear it now. Any AC right now? Because it is pretty loud. All right, let me get back to noise cancellation. Xanadu says sometimes they watch shows like American Pickers or Storage Wars and try to guess values of what they did find. I'm usually close, but sometimes way off. Let's see here. So Jeff says $25 plus the shipping of $17. Yeah, Empire, we're just guessing the price of the actual fish or crab in this case. Xanadu says $12. And give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Yeah, I used to always watch those things on YouTube where it's not Storage Wars, but it's like Storage Wars, where they do the auction bidding at the storage centers, like Storage Wars, and it's always fun to see what they have in there and how much how much they supposedly are valued at. Sorry, I'm taking a trip to the kitchen right now. Not that you can see because unfortunately I don't have my camera running today. Which is probably fine because you don't want to see my ugly mug anyways. Let's see. Yeah, Brandon seems to love to watch them too. Alrighty. Let's see how much these guys are going for. Or gals. And once again, they don't say if they're male or female, if you could even sex these guys. Or gals. Let's see. And this one is going for $21.99, otherwise known as $22. In my case, I'm going to say $22. And yeah, it looks like we have Empire's close, a difference of $3. Let's see. Brendan says 18, so that's about $5. No, $4. Yeah, difference $4. Ben was off by a bunch, and same with Xanadu. Xanadu said 12. Hello, George. How's it going tonight? So yeah, these ones are going for $22. And we had Jeff on that one win that one. He was the closest when he said $25. Once again, it's not about going over or going under. I really don't care about that. Hello, Aquarium Fantasy. And once again, for those new people joining, this is the Aquarium Price is Right, the fish edition. Primarily, I found some fish for sale on eBay. I don't know anything about the seller, so I cannot verify how good they are or how bad they are. But you're basically guessing on how much the fish is selling for, or the crab in this case. And that last one, Jeff was closest with 25 when they're going for 22. So onward to the next one. Okay, I know what this one is. Any guesses in the chat at what this one is? Shipping on this one is $17. And once again, this is probably just for the one fish. Let me double verify just one case, make sure. I think this is for one fish. Yeah, this is for a single. This is for a single one. Just the price of the fish. I already showed how much the shipping costs, which is $17. And this is a exotic rare panda loach. Price is 30. It is a panda loach. Supposedly it's exotic and rare. Tell me, are these really that exotic and rare to actually deserve this title on eBay? Please let me know. So Brandon already has kind of a heads up on this. I think I had, I think it was a panda loach. I had some, was it a panda loach? It might have been a different loach. But I bought them, and that thing was just a little mean little prick. I had to send it back to the fish store because it was just being a prick with all the other fish in the fish tank. Okay, George says they're around. Yeah, it's okay. But Brandon says yes, they're hard to find. I guess it depends on where you're at. And Brandon says that they don't ship well. That's another thing to keep in mind when you're buying fish online, like on eBay, is how well does the fish ship. So I really hope these guys here on eBay are shipping them properly. Hopefully they watch Dan's fish and know how to watch them. George had panda loaches. They can be a little naughty. Yeah, that's what I found out when I bought one. Then I found out that they do better in groups. Like a lot of fish, they do better in groups. Xanadu says 27. But there are better, easier loach options, I think, and just as cool. Okay, let's see here. So Brandon says 30. Ben says 28. Jeff says 15. Aquarium Fantasy says 18. And Xanadu says 27. Yeah, if you only have a couple in the tank, yeah. These guys are really cool. I think what Xanadu is saying that they are at least the easier loach options. George says that they can fade in color when they get older. Yeah, that's one thing I heard too, George, is that they do supposedly fade in color when they get older. But what fish actually stays the same when they're young as older? I really wish I had my camera on my fish tank right now. Because that the Panagar on my tank is really in the camera shot right now. If I had it on, but unfortunately my computer doesn't like when I have a camera on today. For probably because I'm screen sharing my screen here. Alrighty, let's see how much these guys are going for. For the exotic rare panda loach, this one is going for $30. So Branton got them just to see for themselves. So these ones are going for $30 for one single panda loach. And let's see here. Xanadu said 27. And Ben said 28. So Ben was just $1 closer. Oh, although Brenton got said 30. So he was pretty much right on the dot on that one. Congratulations, Brenton, on that one. You're pretty much right on the dot. You just missed it by a penny. But you know what? When I say about pennies, I don't count them. Not in this game anyway. So if you say 30 and it's 29.99, that's close enough because I really don't expect you guys to be putting in decimals on this. And I go back to the picture here. Let's see. They're fun to watch when you have a small school. I find George a lot of fish are really fun to watch when you have them in the school. Especially when you look at my tank right here. I love the way that the silver tip tetras here they school. I really love how the Congo tetras school as well. Now the panda loaches in this tank they typically go all over the place on their own little thing. But come feeding time, all the panda loaches will not panda loaches, pandagara. That's when they all group together and eat. So, anyways, moving on to the next item off for bid, and this guy is a little bristle nose pleco. This is for two. This is for two long fin blue eye lemon bristle nose plecas. It was a long fin blue eye lemon bristle nose pleco. Long fin blue eye lemon bristle nose pleco. And this is for a pair of them. Once again, they do not like to mention if they're male or female. So basically, you're getting two, male or female or whatnot. Brenton has Gara Ruffa. Yeah, I decided to go with the Panagars in here. I really love the Panagars. I like the colors on them. I like when they get their reddish fins. But Gara Ruffa are fun too. They really love to stick on your arm a lot of times when you're in there doing some maintenance stuff. Ooh. George likes other loaches better. Ben says $20. Jeff says $30. Brent says 25. And George says he has a few breeders in their area with the blue eyes. Yeah. Okay, this one has, just to let you know, guys, know this does have free shipping. This one does have free shipping, so you're not paying for the shipping on this one. So if you want to change your bids, feel free to change your bids because this one does have free shipping. I forgot to mention the shipping on this one. So yeah, this one actually has free shipping, so feel free to change your bids if you missed that. Brenton says they like the splotchy pattern on the ruffas. Yeah, I like the stripes. I like the stripes on the Pandagaras. They're really nice when they darken up really nicely. But yeah, the ruffers are nice too. A few years ago, when I went down to SeaWorld with my boys, they had a whole tank of the Panda Ruffa, and it's one of those touch things. I don't know how well it is for the fish, but the fish seem to like it. You stick your hand in there, you get a bunch of them on your arm. And Ben changes his bid to $40. George likes the Pandagaras. And so feel free to guys to change your bid since I did for Mel failed me bop boop bop. Failed to mention that this one did have free shipping. And this is for the two longfin blue eye lemon bristle nose plecos. The L144. These are juvenile, 1.5 to 2 inches. And I'll give you a little bit more time here to put in your bids. So far, we got Ben with 40, Xanadu with 23, Brenton with 25, Jeff with 30, and Ben, his old bid says 20. So I'm disregarding that one. Yeah, I do love my Pandagaras. I love just watching them. They're very active fish. I know you get a lot of fish you get like plecos and stuff sometimes. They just kind of just lay around sometimes, do nothing. But these Pandagaras are always all over the place. And it looks like a tiny Pandagar in here, and I don't know if it's a young baby or if it's just one I got that just hasn't grown up yet. It's just a small little tiny one. Yeah, it might have been one of them I bought. I just don't remember buying it that small. Aquarium Fantasy says 35. We're not actually bidding. It's just kind of guessing on how much they're going for. Xanadu says, I don't know. Plecos aren't my gig either. Yeah. I mean, there's some nice plecos out there. They're beautiful fish. It's just not nothing I really want to keep. Yeah, don't worry. You're not buying these fish, unless you want to go to eBay and buy them off of eBay. This is just a little game. Something I've done before. Yeah, having fun. This is something I've done before with aquariums that I found on like Craigslist and such. I'll post on that. All right. Well, you have a good night, Brenton. Of course, after this one. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see. So let's see what we have here. We have Aquarium Fantasy saying 35. Ben saying 40. Xanadu saying 23. Brenton with 25. And Jeff with 30. So let's see how much these two of them, longfin, blue eye, lemon, bristlenose plecos, are going for on eBay from the seller with free shipping. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And they are $42. Not bad. Not bad considering shipping. Not bad considering that they're free shipping on this. Although one thing I would be concerned about is how are they shipping them? Yeah, so it looks like on this one, Ben got this one with 40, considering that they're going for 42. So way to go there, Ben. Lake Missoula Aquatics and Plants. Yeah, sorry, I kind of like saying Lake Missoula. Yeah, Bren's a quitter. Even though they've been doing pretty good at this game, they've got a few of them right. So, anyways, good night, Brenton. Probably after this, I do have some work to do. Then I'll probably be going to bed. Considering I do have to be work in the morning, even though I'm on the West Coast, so it's only like 8:30 at my time right here. So it's not like not late. Yeah, later, Brenton. And here we go on the next one. Here are these ones, these yellowfish. This one has $20 in shipping. $20 in shipping. That's how much you're paying for shipping on this one. The reason why I do mention shipping, because a lot of times that does determine how much you're actually paying. Because when you're looking at free shipping, a lot of times you got to figure out that's also going to be in the price. They're just going to say it's free shipping, but you're paying for it with how much you're paying for it. The one thing to keep in mind when you're looking at that. That's why if you look at my site aquariumthoughts.com, I do charge shipping. Otherwise, if I didn't charge shipping, the price will be higher. But not that anyone's bought anything, but that's a whole nother story. But these are fancy yellow start female betta fish or beta fish, depending on how you want to pronounce them. I believe this is going to be one for one fish. Let me double check on that. Probably is one fish. Yeah, it is for one fish. So you get one fish on this one, and they are fancy yellow start female betta fish. How much do you think this fish is going for? Once again, all these are on eBay. So please don't cheat and go on there and see how much you're going for. Somehow I'll know. Or not. If these are even listed anymore, I do not know because it's been about a week since I've found these and screenshotted them. So how much do you think this fancy yellow start female betta fish is going for? And okay, so Aquarium Fantasy is saying $50. And I think after this one, I'll do one more, and then I'm probably going to call it a night. I'm going to call it a stream. I've been streaming since about 7:30. It's about 8:30 right now. And I think an hour-long stream is good enough for me right now, especially considering my computer is not cooperating fully with me. Especially considering, as you can see, I do not have my camera up. Not that you want to see my ugly mug. Although it would have been nice to actually show off my fish. Okay, so let's see. Aquarium Fantasy says $50. Lake Missoula says 55. Yeah, but I just like saying Lake Missoula. Just like how I love saying those long fin yellow those plecos. I used to just like saying it. Just kind of rolled off the tongue. Xanadu says they bet they're asking 35. They'll maybe do probably do $20. $20 per. Aquarium Fantasy thinks $50 is too low. They're increasing it to 100. Yeah, I kind of figured that, Xanadu. I kind of figured that you probably meant per. They're probably expensive. Actually, I don't know how much they are. I forgot to look. But don't worry, the price should be on here. Yeah, a lot of these I kind of found, and a lot of these I don't really remember how much they're going for. I found the fish, screenshotted it, and bam, added to a slide. You could say it had a lot of struggle. Yeah, probably because I've heard of Lake Missoula before. I don't remember where I've heard of Lake Missoula, but I heard it somewhere. But yes, I will. I will kill scientific names. Alrighty. Let's see. So these fish, these fancy yellow starred female betta fish. Ben said he would buy them for me. uh, let's see. They are selling for $15 plus the $20 in shipping. Yeah, they do look beautiful for $15 when Aquarium Fantasy says that they should be 100. That's a bargain. And even their first bid at 50 is not close. So Xanadu is pretty much close on how much they'll do, $20, which is actually 15. So that's probably definitely a bargain for Xanadu. But keep in mind they are $20 in shipping, so essentially you're paying 35, which is exactly how much Xanadu said they were. Yeah, these do look beautiful. Although the one thing, like I said before, many times before, you're buying online, you really don't know what you're gonna get sometimes. I remember that. Yeah, that is way cheap. I would love to go back. Yeah, I mean they have a 92% rating on that. There's so many bettas in Southeast Asia. Hundreds of backyard breeders sell on eBay. Yeah. Well, hopefully these are not coming from Southeast Asia. That's a long trip to be in a single bag, but that's probably how they ship anyways. So, yeah, this one has a 92% positive rating. This one above with the Bursinose Pleco has like a 99%. Sorry, I'm going up in 98% at this one place. So at 92, I'm betting on that they probably don't ship well. And then of course picture editing, yeah, gotten too easy. Yeah, that's one thing I try to do. If you ever look at my Instagram photos if you want to look at my Instagram, it's at Aquarium Thoughts. All my handles are Aquarium Thoughts. You can find me at Aquarium Thoughts on Facebook, Aquarium Thoughts on Instagram. Although when I was on Twitter, this is Aquarium Thought because adding the S was just one too many letters. YouTube, Dave's Aquarium Thoughts. Yeah, picture editing has gotten too easy. With my Instagram shots, I really don't add filters at all. The way I take them, that's how they come. Uh oh. Minor issue here. Let me reconnect my phone here. Device disconnected here. Uh oh. Okay, let me see if I can reconnect my camera thing. Already connected. Oh, okay. Ah, boy. Yeah, if they're coming from import, you also have to another $50 in import transport cost. Yeah, that's one thing I should have looked on this one and see where they're coming from. Uh, and for some reason, let me try to reconnect my camera, not my camera, my phone here. Let's see here. That's not what I wanted. That's what already connected. Okay, give me 1 second here, people. I need to try something here. Kill that server. Start server. Yeah, I don't know why this decided to disconnect on me. I'll be back up in a second here. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh. Alright, now we're back in business. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't trust that one. It says Aquarium Fantasy. Xanadu may have imported a few betas from Southeast Asia in the last 20 years. Uh, selling for $15. I'd probably be a little qualm, especially when they have a 92% positive rating. That pretty much says something right there. When the other ones, if you look at the other ones, they're at like 99% and so forth like that. This one only has 92%. So yeah, you might want to definitely read what the negative reviews are on that one, saying on eBay on that one. So I'd probably have a hard time trusting one at a 92% without reading the negative ratings. Because sometimes people just get bad on those. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna do maybe two more. I'm gonna do two more. I know there's two more in here I want to do, and then I'm gonna call it a stream. I just need to figure out which ones I'm gonna do, because I did want to do. Okay, I found the ones I want to do. All right, here we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. I just had to include this one. Yeah. Xanadu. I'll be curious on how expensive it could get. That'd be a curious thing. Alrighty. Now time for the good old Pandagara. This one is a 2-pack. They run from 1 inch to 1.25 inches. This one has shipping cost. This is $32.58 for shipping. That's how much it's cost for shipping. Jeff says it's about to get a lot more expensive. Probably is going to be the case. Probably going to get a lot more expensive. How much do you think these 2-pack of Panagaras are going for with $32.58 of shipping? Jeff says it's going to be $20 for the pair. Yeah, I'm going to do 2 more of these, and then I'm going to call it a stream. Probably save the other ones for another stream. And let's see. Lake Missoula says $30. Now this one I do remember the price, but I'm not going to tell you guys how much they were. I'm going to try not to give you guys any clues either. Thanks, Anadu. Glad to see you around in streams too. Yeah, I had to I took a few hiatuses, mainly due to work and stuff like that. And Xanadu says 22. Yeah, if you could see me right now, I'm wearing one of my shirts too. Although I do got a few more designs than what I used to have. I do like my I do like my Blackwater design, especially on these new stickers I got. They really came out nice. So Jeff, let me know when you actually get yours in the mail. I did include the new sticker for you, Jeff. So right now we got $20 from Jeff. Lake Missoula, aka Ben, says 30. Xanadu says 22, and Aquarium Fantasy says 25. And that sticker I had in my hand earlier. That one's going on my bucket. So right now I have one on my laptop. I have one on my car, one of my cars anyways. And this one right here that I had in my hand earlier, that one's going on my bucket. My streaming bucket that I'm currently sitting on. So this 2-pack of Pandagaras, this 2-pack are going for $42. Plus the shipping, which you're basically paying almost $80 for this one. But I wasn't going with the shipping cost. I was just going to buy the fish cost, which was $42. And I think the closest person on this one, still by a long shot, is Lake Missoula Aquatics and Plants. Then with 30, everyone else was below that. But yeah, everyone was off on that one. This one was $42. And I could get for the price of $42, I could buy 4 of them at my local pet shop, which they're selling for like $10 a piece. So I could buy 4 of them at my local pet shop on this one. Focal, not pet shop, fish store, local fish store. And the latest batch I got was actually from, I did a short on it. It was, what's the name of that fish store? It's in a different city. Oh, Hong Kong Tropical Fish. Hey, George, aka Aquaballs. How's it going today? Playing a little Price is Right game, Aquaballs, aka George. How's it been, George? Yeah, last time Jeff got them were $10 each as well. But yeah, if you're ever in the area in Southern California, you should probably check out Hong Kong Tropical Fish. It was I just went in there. All the fish were colorful. Yeah, they do have a lot of fish in each tank, but they looked healthy. If you saw my short, you'll see what I was talking about. Hey, just in time aqua balls for one final one. Basically, I'm showing stuff I found on eBay. This one's fish, and pretty much you're guessing on how much the fish cost. This last one was a pair of Panagaras with $32.58 in shipping. The price on this fish was $42. So that's pretty much the name of the game. I have one more to do. Keep in mind, it's just the price of the fish, not the price of the fish plus the shipping. And this one is another pair of Pandagara. These are juvenile size. These are going to be a little bit smaller than the previous one. The previous one was 1 1/4 inch. These ones are about 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch. This one does have free shipping. This one is free shipping. So keep in mind. George is looking for some discus fish. Anywhere around us, good place for discus. George, check out Hong Kong Tropical Fish. I believe they did have discus in there. Hey George, go on my channel, look under the shorts, look for the Hong Kong Tropical Fish in there, and see if you see any discus. I think that discus, or I might be thinking of Reef Tropical Fish, which I filmed in recently too. But I would not go to Reef Tropical Fish and buy them there. Check out Hong Kong Tropical Fish. I think they do have discus there. And like I said, George, the fish at Hong Kong Tropical Fish, they all look colorful. Even the rummy nose tetras, they look beautiful. But yeah, definitely check out my video on that, George. It's a short, like 2 to 3 minute video. So how much you guys think this pair of Panagar are going for? These are a little bit smaller than the previous ones, so this one does have free shipping. But yeah, alcoballs. I did see them at Reef Tropical Fish, but I would not go there, honestly. But yeah, I mean, it's nice that Reef is close to me, but yeah, I have my qualms about them. And Empire of Dirt, Jeff says $20. Yeah, this is free shipping too. Yeah, the Reef of yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, the one at State College in Anaheim. Lake Missoula Aquatics and Pets. Oh, my bad. Lake Missoula Aquatics and Plants, aka Ben, says 45. Empire of Dirt, aka Jeff Kane, says 20. This is with free shipping, so keep that in mind. Yeah, I did record over there, George, and I'm kind of pondering if I want to release that video or not. I probably will anyways, but it's not like I said anything. I didn't give him praise, but then again, I didn't say anything negative either. Okay, so Empire of Dirt's changing his bid to 37. Okay. So we got a price of $37 and $45. What about you, George? How much do you think these two Panagars juvenile size are going for on eBay? Free shipping, 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch in length. Aquarium Fantasy says 42. Yeah, just remember these guys right here. They're going for 42 plus $33 in shipping. So this two above it, they're going for almost $80 for two. Oh, these ones are smaller, so maybe get a discount on that. Okay, this is my video resetting. Let's see. Aquaball says $35. Okay, so Xanadu says 40 for the pair. Aquaball says 35. Aquarium Fantasy says 42. And Empire of Dirt Aquatics, parentheses, Jeff Kane says 37. And Lake Missoula Aquatics and Plants says 45. So for this one with free shipping for the pair of smaller ones. Uh-oh. I lost my video feed again. Let me see if I can get that back up for one final reveal here. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's back on screen. Yeah, my computer is not cooperating with me today. I do not know why. But anyways, let's see what we have here. Just for this pair, these guys with free shipping are going for $37. Hey Jeff, did you happen to go on eBay and research this one? Huh, Jeff? Huh? You got that right on the dot on that one. $37. So yeah, that one is $37, which is a better bargain than the previous one. A lot better bargain than the previous one. So yeah, definitely a bargain there. Yeah, that seems a little fishy, doesn't it, guys? Yeah, yeah, that is kind of fishy. But no, I'll trust you guys didn't cheat on that one. Uh-oh. Yeah, for some reason my computer does not like my cameras today. Yeah, it's close. Let's close some things out here. That's a fair price. Yeah, I agree, Jeff. The other guy was nuts. I mean, I think that previous guy is. I think that's pretty reasonable. I think for being shipped, being shipped, yeah, you kind of have to pay for the shipping. I'd probably still look at the local fish store first. Then if I had to buy them online, I think that's a fair price for shipping. The one thing I didn't check is what's the guy's rating on that one. Let me see how much that person's rating was on that one. Okay, the most expensive guy that has a 98% rating, and the other no, actually no, the other person has a pretty good rating too, 99.4%. So that person was selling for cheap, they had a pretty good price considering they are shipped, and you are essentially paying for shipping when they say free shipping. You are essentially paying for fish and shipping. So 37 is pretty fair. But like I said, I would check my local fish stores first. If you have a fish store near you that will special order fish like that for you, that would be nice as well. I know if I ever wanted to, I could just go down to Nolan's Aquarium by me and special order them. Although I found them in other fish stores too. Hopefully, I don't start buffering here, but Peter doesn't quite like this much. But yeah, definitely spot on. If Aqua Balls is still there, I do have some new stickers. Hopefully you saw the short on that one. These are my new stickers. You get that at aquariumthoughts.com/shop/stickers. Name your own price. Pay me for them. Get them for free. Doesn't matter. I'll ship them out to you. But yeah, George slash Aquaballs, I will have to bring some over one of these days when I go over and check out your fish room. I will definitely have to do that. Okay, you're still there? Okay. I wasn't sure, George. But yeah, those are my new stickers. My Blackwater design, I have, I do love them. I really loved how these came out. I was kind of really skittish on how they were going to turn out, but I think they really turned out nice. The only thing I don't like about these is the sticker on the back. The sticker on the back is a little hard to get off, but okay, that's good. I wasn't sure. Yeah, but yeah, they are nice stickers. Like I said, George, I will bring them over next time I come over. I'll make sure to save you one. But I still have plenty of stickers. I still have my fry stickers, which are just little. It's my old logo, just little small, little tiny fish. It's a tiny little sticker. I think I put some in there for you as well, Jeff. You'll see them, and a couple of my other sticker, which is my this is my color logo, just a regular logo with color, not the holographic though. This one's more of the holographic, which kind of changes on how it kind of shines the light. I love playing around with this. You see on the camera, it's turning red, purple, red, green, blue. But anyways, I hope you guys had fun. Keep in mind, I will be doing this again at some point. Hopefully, I have a better time streaming, considering my laptop decides to not work fully all the time. I have to figure that out. I started out the stream at a higher rate than I ended, but it is what it is. I just have the two. And I would love to have more, but unfortunately, this is what I'm stuck with. If you see, that's I have a 40-gallon breeder and then 20-gallon long on the bottom. I used to have more, but I downsized. Yeah, is my link up there not sending it to? Yeah, okay, it sends it to the proper place. Yeah, Jeff, I actually fixed the link. I actually fixed the link. So if you go to aquariumthoughts.com/shop/stickers, it'll bring you to my page with stickers. Although the one that Jeff just shared, that takes you directly to the actual stickers rather than just the category that houses all my stickers. I probably will be adding more stuff to that as time goes on, but definitely feel free to actually check out the other stuff on the store as well if you want. Oh, you can't open it? Oh, it didn't open? Oh, okay, you didn't open it. Okay. It does take you to the right place, right? I hope I entered it right. Works on my side. I don't know. Is it working for you guys as well? The pinned comment. I try to make it a little bit easier for you guys to actually find. Yeah. So let me show. Let me get the other ones I have. Sorry, I have them out because I had to get a sticker for the stream. Okay. Okay. Uncle says got a pair of discus last night from Tiki. They were not eating very well. I know something was wrong with them, so you returned them. Yeah, these are my fry stickers right here. These are my little fry guys. This is my old logo. This is my old logo. These are just little tiny ones. I ordered them by mistake this size. I didn't know what size they were going to come, but this is the size that they ended up being. But I actually ended up liking these. I just call them my fry stickers. Size comparison. That's the size. I think these ones are a 3-inch sticker. That's the size comparison between the two. Put this back in the bag here. Yeah, these little fry ones though they're easier to pick off the. Don't want to put them. I gotta put them the right way. The backing is a little bit easier on these ones to pull off because they do have a little crack in the back and they do easily come off, and you can stick them wherever you want to stick them. Yeah, don't worry, Jeff. You got some of those too. Let's see. Get the bag open. And then I got my regular logo. These I think are a little bit smaller than the other one. Yeah, these are a little bit. These the color ones are a little bit smaller. I think the smaller one is. I think these ones are 2-inch as opposed to 3-inch. Thanks, Xanadu. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think it's fun to have some fun sometimes. And the other nice thing about doing this, especially with like fish stuff, it does open itself towards discussion, especially in terms of like looking at things online, buying fish online, looking at eBay for stuff. Basically, it's like a matter of just making sure you're buying what your good buys. Definitely want to check out the sellers, how well they do, and so forth like that. Not you got to remember, not every person selling the line is Dan's Fish. Some people, yeah, 2 inches is common size. Uh, some people package properly. Some don't give a crap and just pack however they end up packing them. And some are just sometimes it's just inexperience. Sometimes it's just not caring. So stuff you have to consider when you're buying stuff online. Yeah, these ones end up being the yeah, I think these are the 3-inch ones. Uh, maybe my next batch will probably be the 2-inch ones. It's just when I made when I made the 3-inch ones, I got a pretty good price on the 3-inch ones. So I'm like, yeah, I might as well go to the 3-inch ones. So when you order my stickers, as long as I have these 3-inch ones, you will get them in the sticker pack. And my plan is also to set some of these aside, a certain quantity, where I could sell separately. So if you definitely want to get them, you could still order them and make sure you get that one. Yeah, because with the sticker packs, you never know exactly what I'm going to put in there. But I'll probably put one of each if I remember. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I do need to pack up and get ready for bed. I do need to wake up early. This is the one reason why I typically didn't stream late nights. But I think starting at 7:30 on a Thursday night is good for me. I think I'll do. I think it's doable for me, and I will still stream on Sundays. And so if you catch me on Sunday, I don't know what I'm going to be exactly doing on Sunday yet, but I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know if it's going to be just a hangout or if I'm going to do something. But I think on the Thursday night ones, I might do more of these where it's a little more interactive, a little more fun stuff. Like I said, I did these Price Rights games before. Previously, it was with Craigslist stuff, typically the hard goods, typically with like aquariums, fish stuff like that. Not actual fish. Today was actually with actual fish. Uh, but yeah, I have a few other interactive stuff to that I'm pondering and considering. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for guys. Thanks. No. I want to thank you guys for actually showing up and participating. I love it when people participate. I love when the chat's active because otherwise you're just talking. You're just listening to me just ramble on, and I start to get a little self-conscious that no one's watching. I appreciate that, Jeff, and that's one thing I do need to test out as well to see if my laptop will handle that. I was having some issues tonight. I'm gonna have to really look and see what's happening with that. And let me do a quick check here. Oh, okay. I found the issue. I found the issue. It's my RAM issue. It's my RAM issue. That's why I was having so many problems today. I forgot to set up some RAM going into this. My bad on that fault. So hopefully next stream will go a little smoother and I won't buffer as much. And I could actually have my Gleam Mug on screen as well as my fishies. Sorry. This is the chat. I can have more of my fishies on stream. My Congo tetras, my silver tipped tetras. And let me move this camera a little bit closer. Find Pandagara. I found a Pandagara. Here's a Pandagara. There's another Pandagara right behind it. You got a little one following a big one. I don't know where the other ones are at the moment, but this, of course, is my 40-gallon breeder. Congo tetras, silver tip tetras, and the Pandagaras. But yeah, I'd appreciate it, Jeff, if you do pop up occasionally. One of these nights before you actually jump officially on a stream, I am gonna have to do a little test to make sure everything works properly, and make sure I get everything connected properly. Make sure I set up the swap space a little bit better than this time, because that I think is what was causing it. My RAM just didn't have enough room to handle everything today. Yeah, where's my other Panagaras? Oh, there's one right on the shell there. Of course, you can't see because it's a little too high. Oh, there's another one on the rock back there. But anyways, you guys have a great night. I'll catch some of you on Sunday and others on next Thursday night. And I just have to think of what I'm going to do, but I'll figure something out. So, anyways, hope you guys have a great night and have a great evening.